In this video, we will explore the class of CDK4/6 inhibitors and understand whether all CDK4/6 inhibitors are the same. CDK4/6 inhibitors have changed the treatment paradigm for women with HR-positive, HER2-negative advanced breast cancer. There are similarities among the three approved CDK4/6 inhibitors. However, if we take a closer look, there are some key differences. CDK4 and CDK6 act as key regulators of cell cycle progression. CDK4 and CDK6 bind to cyclin D to form cyclin D CDK4/6 complexes, resulting in phosphorylation of retinoblastoma protein. Retinoblastoma protein phosphorylation results in activation of E2F to drive cell cycle progression. Research shows CDK4 in particular is a pivotal driver of breast cancer progression. CDK4 cyclin D1 complexes play an important role in luminal epithelial proliferation and breast cancers, and CDK4 has shown to be required for tumor formation in preclinical breast cancer tumor models. Further evidence shows breast cancer cells are dependent on CDK4 expression. Based on an analysis of 398 cancer cell lines, CDK4 knockdown was shown to have a more pronounced effect on breast cancer-derived cell lines, while hematological cell lines were shown to be dependent on CDK6. As we have learned so far, CDK4 and CDK6 are drivers of cell cycle progression. Out of these two CDKs, CDK4 seems to have a particularly important role in breast cancer. Now that we understand the role of CDK4 and CDK6, let's examine ribociclib. Ribociclib has greater activity against CDK4 compared to CDK6, and preferentially targets and inhibits CDK4 over CDK6. In fact, a preclinical study analyzing currently available CDK4/6 inhibitors using cellular assays has shown that ribociclib inhibits CDK4 around 8 times more than CDK6, abemaciclib 5 times more than CDK6, and no relative difference between CDK4 and 6 for palbociclib as shown in the graph. A biochemical assay study also demonstrated that there was a differential inhibition of CDK4 versus CDK6 with a magnitude of around 4 times with ribociclib, 7 times with abemaciclib, and no difference with palbociclib. Preferential CDK4 inhibition is only part of the differentiation story for ribociclib. It's also important to know how much drug is available to bind CDK4. When steady-state average unbound drug concentration in patients at approved clinical doses were compared, ribociclib has shown to have the highest levels of drug available to bind, with 22 times more free drug available compared to other CDK4/6 inhibitors. In summary, despite similarities in the mechanisms of action of CDK4/6 inhibitors, when we take a closer look, ribociclib's unique pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic profile with 8 times preferential inhibition of CDK4 and high levels of drug available to bind show that ribociclib really is a unique CDK4/6 inhibitor. Thank you for watching, and look for future installments to learn more about hot topics in advanced breast cancer.